Have you ever stopped to wonder about the nature of your reality? Not just the things you see and interact with, but the deeper, invisible forces that shape your experience. What if I told you that reality, as you know it, is not rigid or immovable? Instead, it's something that bends, flows, and transforms based on one simple yet profound factor: your attention. This is not some mystical idea floating in the clouds. It's an ancient, proven technique that has been used by sages, mystics, and enlightened beings throughout history to literally control their reality. Today, we're going to explore how you can apply it in your own life. Let's start with a simple truth: where your attention goes, energy flows. This might sound like a cliché, but it's the foundation of this technique. Think about it: your experiences, your emotions, your circumstances, they are all shaped by what you focus on. Yet, most of us go through life without realizing the immense power we hold. We scatter our attention everywhere: social media, endless worries, distractions, and regrets. In doing so, we unknowingly give away the very force that could transform our lives. But what does it mean to truly focus your attention? I'm not talking about the casual kind of focus you use to read a book or watch a movie. I'm talking about a kind of attention so deep, so unwavering, that it becomes a channel through which reality itself begins to shift. This is the technique we're going to uncover together. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a beam of sunlight passing through a magnifying glass. The light is scattered and harmless until the lens focuses it to a single point. Then, suddenly, that light becomes powerful enough to ignite fire. Your attention works the same way. When it's scattered, it's diffuse and weak. But when you focus it intentionally, it becomes a force of creation. And here's the thing: the ancient masters knew this. They didn't need modern science to prove it, though today, even quantum physics hints at the same truth. They understood that attention is like a seed. Whatever you plant it in will grow. If you plant it in fear, doubt, or negativity, that's what will flourish in your life. But if you plant it in possibility, gratitude, and purpose, your reality will begin to mirror those qualities. So how do we apply this? How do we use our attention to control reality? It begins with awareness. Most people are completely unaware of where their attention is going. Even as you watch this video, your mind might be wandering, thinking about what you're going to eat later, or replaying something that happened yesterday. That's the first obstacle: reclaiming your attention from distractions. Take a moment right now. Close your eyes, even if just for a few seconds, and notice where your attention naturally drifts. Is it on your breath, your body, a thought, a feeling? Don't judge it, just observe. This active observation is the first step in mastering your attention. Why? Because attention follows awareness. When you become aware of where your attention is, you gain the power to redirect it. Here's where it gets interesting. Once you've trained yourself to observe your attention, you can start to play with it. You can direct it intentionally, like aiming a flashlight in a dark room. And when you do this consistently, amazing things start to happen. You begin to notice opportunities you didn't see before. Solutions to problems seem to appear out of nowhere. Relationships improve. Why? Because your attention is no longer scattered. It's aligned with what you truly desire. But let's dive deeper. Why does this technique work? What's really happening when you focus your attention? To answer that, we need to look at the nature of reality itself. Ancient teachings tell us that the external world is not separate from us. It's a reflection, a mirror of our inner state. If your mind is chaotic, your reality will reflect that chaos. If your mind is calm and focused, your reality will reflect that clarity. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do I actually do it? The answer lies in practice. Just like any skill, mastering your attention requires consistent effort. But the good news is, you don't need to spend hours meditating on a mountaintop. You can start right here, right now, with simple exercises. One of the most powerful practices is setting an intention. Every morning, before you do anything else, take a few minutes to decide where you want to direct your attention that day. What's most important to you? What do you want to create, experience, or feel? Write it down if you need to. This act of setting an intention is like programming your mind's GPS. It gives your attention a destination. Another practice is mindfulness. This doesn't mean you have to sit cross-legged in silence for hours. It simply means being present. For example, the next time you eat a meal, really focus on the taste, texture, and smell of the food. The next time you have a conversation, give the person your full attention. These small acts of mindfulness train your brain to stay focused. But here's the real secret. It's not just about focusing on what's in front of you, it's about focusing on what's possible. This is where the technique becomes truly transformative. When you direct your attention toward a vision of the reality you want to create, you begin to align your energy with that vision. And when your energy aligns, the universe responds. Think about it. Every great achievement, every invention, every act of creation began as a thought, a point of focused attention. The Wright brothers didn't just stumble across the idea of flight. They focused their attention on it over and over until it became their reality. The same principle applies to you. Your life is a canvas and your attention is the brush. But let me ask you something. If your attention is this powerful, why aren't more people using it consciously? Why do so many of us feel stuck, overwhelmed, or unfulfilled? The answer is simple. We've forgotten how to use it. We've let our attention be hijacked by distractions, fears, and doubts. But it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power to take it back. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 24 hours, pay attention to your attention. Notice where it goes. Notice how it feels when it's scattered versus when it's focused. And most importantly, notice how reality responds when you direct it intentionally. This simple practice can be the beginning of a profound transformation. And remember, this isn't just about creating a better life for yourself. When you master your attention, you inspire others to do the same. You become a living example of what's possible. And in doing so, you contribute to a shift in the collective consciousness, a world where more people are awake, aware, and intentional. But this is just the beginning. In the next part, we're going to explore an even deeper layer of this ancient technique. We'll uncover how your attention interacts with the unseen forces of the universe and how you can harness these forces to create miracles. Are you ready? Let's continue. Let's go deeper. Now, if you've begun to observe how your attention flows and how it influences your reality, you've already scratched the surface of something truly extraordinary. But there's a deeper layer to this technique, one that involves the unseen forces of the universe. It's time to uncover how your attention interacts with these forces and how they respond to you. Here's the truth. Your attention isn't just a mental activity, it's a form of energy. This energy has the power to shape the world around you. Think about this. Have you ever focused deeply on something you wanted, perhaps a goal, a dream, or a relationship, and then, almost as if by magic, opportunities began to align? Maybe you met someone who could help you, or you stumbled upon the exact resources or information you needed. Was it all random, or was there something much larger at work? The ancient wisdom traditions have always taught that what we call luck or coincidence is no accident. These moments are the result of a universal law, one that operates quietly behind the scenes, the law of attention. This law works on a simple principle. What you focus on expands. It's not just a metaphor. Your attention is like a magnet, drawing people, situations, and energy that resonate with whatever you're focused on. To understand this better, let's look at what science has discovered. Modern physics, particularly quantum mechanics, has revealed something extraordinary. The observer affects the observed. In experiments like the famous double-slit experiment, particles of light behave differently depending on whether or not they're being observed. This suggests that consciousness, your attention, directly influences the behavior of matter itself. Now, let's connect this to your life. Your attention is not just observing reality, it's actively shaping it. Every time you focus on something, you're sending out a signal into the universe. The universe, like a mirror, responds by rearranging itself in alignment with the energy of your focus. Imagine your attention as a radio signal. If your focus is tuned to fear, doubt, or scarcity, that's the signal you're broadcasting. In return, the universe will reflect back experiences that match that frequency. But if your attention is tuned to gratitude, abundance, and possibility, the universe will respond with opportunities and experiences aligned with those higher vibrations. This is why ancient spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of stillness and focus. When you quiet your mind and direct your attention intentionally, you align yourself with the higher frequencies of the universe. In this state of alignment, what might seem impossible suddenly becomes possible. But here's the challenge: most people are unaware of the signals they're broadcasting. They say they want love, but their attention is focused on loneliness. They say they want success, but their focus is consumed by fear of failure. This creates what we can think of as static in your signal, a kind of inner conflict that prevents the universe from responding clearly. So, how do you clear the static? How do you align your attention so that it sends out a powerful and coherent signal? It begins with clarity and coherence. Coherence means that your thoughts, emotions, and energy are all aligned with your intention. It's not enough to merely think about what you want. You have to feel it, believe it, and fully embody it in your energy. Imagine this. You want to create a new reality in your life. Maybe it's a better job, deeper relationships, or improved health. Instead of simply wishing for it, you begin to focus your attention on the feeling of already having it. This doesn't mean daydreaming or fantasizing. It means aligning your entire being with the energy of your desire. You see it clearly in your mind's eye. You feel the joy or gratitude it would bring, and you act as if it's already on its way to you. This is where the magic happens. When your attention is clear and coherent, the universe responds without hesitation. Opportunities begin to appear, synchronicities become more frequent, ideas and insights flow effortlessly. You're no longer struggling or forcing things to happen. Instead, you're working in harmony with the natural flow of creation. But there's another layer to this that many people overlook: the importance of letting go. Once you've focused your attention and aligned your energy, you must release any attachment to the outcome. This doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that the universe is already responding, even if you can't see the results right away. When you cling too tightly to a specific outcome, you create resistance. Letting go allows the energy to flow freely and for the universe to surprise you in ways you might never have imagined. Let me ask you something. If your attention is this powerful, what could you create if you fully mastered it? What kind of life could you design if your focus was crystal clear and unwavering? Sit with that question for a moment. Feel its weight. There's another profound truth here. Your attention doesn't just affect your personal reality, it connects you to the collective energy of humanity. Every thought, every focus, every intention contributes to the larger energetic field that surrounds us all. This means that when you direct your attention toward love, healing, or growth, you're not only transforming your life, you're uplifting the world around you. This is why the greatest spiritual masters throughout history didn't just focus on their own enlightenment. They used their mastery of attention to inspire others, to heal, and to awaken the collective consciousness. You have the same potential. Every time you choose to focus on what's possible rather than what's broken, you become a force for change. Don't just take my word for it. Test this for yourself. Over the next few days, choose one area of your life that you want to improve. Direct your attention there, not with worry or doubt, but with focused intention and belief. Observe how your energy shifts. Notice how opportunities begin to emerge. Pay attention to the subtle ways the universe starts to align with your focus. This is the hidden power of attention. It's not just about creating a better life for yourself, it's about stepping into your role as a co-creator of reality. In the next part, we'll delve into the ultimate mastery of this technique, how to protect your attention from the endless distractions of the modern world, and use it with laser-like precision to manifest your deepest desires. Are you ready for this next step? Let's go further. By now, you understand that your attention is an immensely powerful force, a creative energy that interacts with the universe to shape your reality. But here's the thing. In the modern world, your attention is under constant attack. Every notification on your phone, every email, every advertisement, and even your own restless thoughts are competing for one thing: your focus. If you don't protect and direct your attention intentionally, it will be hijacked by distractions. When that happens, your ability to consciously shape your reality becomes fragmented. So, let's talk about mastery. How do we reclaim our attention in a world designed to scatter it? How do we become the deliberate creators of our reality instead of unconscious participants in someone else's design? The secret is to guard your attention fiercely, as if it were the most valuable resource you own, because it is. Let's start with a simple truth. Your attention is finite. You only have so much of it to give in a day. The more you allow it to be scattered, the less power you have to create the life you want. Think of your attention like a river. When it flows freely and with focus, it has the power to carve through mountains. But when it's divided into 1,000 little streams, it loses its strength. The first step to mastery is awareness. Begin to notice where your attention goes throughout the day. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media? Are you consumed by repetitive thoughts about the past or worries about the future? Are you multitasking so much that you rarely give anything your full focus? These habits dilute your energy and rob you of the ability to manifest intentionally. Once you're aware of where your attention is leaking, the next step is to consciously redirect it. This doesn't mean you have to abandon all distractions overnight. That's unrealistic. Instead, start small. Choose one activity each day where you'll give your full, undivided attention. It could be as simple as eating a meal without your phone or having a conversation with someone while being fully present. These small moments of focus build your attention muscle, just like lifting weights strengthens your body. But protecting your attention isn't just about avoiding distractions. It's also about choosing what you want to focus on. This is where intention becomes crucial. Each morning, take a few minutes to set a clear intention for where you want your attention to go that day. It could be a specific goal, a feeling you want to cultivate, or an area of your life you want to nurture. This act of setting an intention is like planting a seed in the fertile soil of your mind. Throughout the day, return to this intention whenever you feel your attention wandering. Here's a deeper layer to this. Not all distractions come from the outside world. Some of the biggest distractions come from within your own mind. Negative thoughts, self-doubt, and mental chatter can pull your attention away from what truly matters. To overcome this, you must train your mind to become an ally rather than an enemy. One of the most effective ways to do this is through meditation. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I don't have time to meditate. But meditation doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even 5 minutes a day can create a profound shift. The purpose of meditation isn't to stop your thoughts. It's to become aware of them without being controlled by them. When you meditate, you're training your attention to stay anchored in the present moment, no matter what distractions arise. Over time, this practice makes it easier to focus on what truly matters, even in the chaos of daily life. But there's another layer to mastering your attention that's often overlooked: your environment. Your surroundings play a huge role in shaping your focus. If your environment is cluttered, noisy, or filled with distractions, it will be much harder to direct your attention intentionally. Take a look at the spaces where you spend the most time. Are they supporting your focus or sabotaging it? Create environments that inspire clarity and calmness, a clean desk, a quiet corner for reflection, or even just turning off unnecessary notifications on your devices. Now, let's talk about energy. Your attention isn't separate from your energy, it is your energy. And if your energy is depleted, your attention will naturally scatter. This is why self-care is a critical part of mastering your focus. Get enough sleep, move your body, and nourish yourself with healthy food. These might sound like simple things, but they're foundational. When your body and mind are balanced, your attention becomes sharper and more powerful. But here's the most important part. Protecting your attention doesn't mean closing yourself off from the world. It's not about isolating yourself or avoiding challenges. It's about becoming so grounded in your focus that you can engage with the world without being overwhelmed by it. This is the essence of true mastery, being fully present and intentional no matter what's happening around you. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you truly mastered your attention? If you could focus on your goals, your relationships, and your dreams without being pulled in 1,000 directions, how much more could you create, experience, and become? This is the path you're on now. Every moment you spend reclaiming your attention is a step toward mastering the art of creation. And as you do this, something incredible begins to happen. Your reality starts to shift, not slowly, but powerfully. You begin to notice synchronicities, opportunities, and transformations that feel almost magical. It's not magic. It's the natural result of aligning your attention with your highest intentions. Excuse me, I tell you what, in the final part, we'll explore how to use this mastery of attention to unlock your full potential and manifest your deepest desires with precision. This is where the practice becomes not just a tool, but a way of life. Now that you've begun to reclaim and master your attention, it's time to take this practice to its ultimate purpose, intentional creation. This is where everything we've explored so far comes together. When your attention becomes focused, protected, and aligned with your deepest intentions, you step into the role of a conscious creator of your reality. This isn't just a skill, it's a way of life. To manifest your deepest desires with precision, the first thing you need to understand is that creation begins in the unseen. Every reality you want to experience is first born in your mind, shaped by your energy, and nurtured by your attention. The world around you is a reflection of your inner state. If you want to change what you see externally, you must first change how you focus internally. This is where most people get stuck. They focus on what's missing instead of what's possible. They dwell on lack, fear, or frustration, unknowingly feeding energy into the very things they wish to avoid. But the key to intentional creation is this: you must focus on the reality you want as if it already exists. This means not just thinking about it, but feeling it, embodying it, living as though it's already here. Let me ask you something. Can you imagine what it would feel like to fully live the life you desire? Not just the surface details, but the emotions, the energy, the sense of fulfillment. Take a moment to feel that now. This is the state of alignment where creation happens. When your vision, your emotions, and your attention are all in harmony, the universe begins to conspire on your behalf. But here's the secret. Intentional creation isn't about control, it's about collaboration. You're not forcing the universe to bend to your will, you're working with it, flowing with its rhythms, trusting its timing. This requires patience, trust, and a willingness to let go of rigid expectations. The more you practice, the more effortless this process becomes. You'll begin to see how powerful your attention truly is, not just in shaping your own life, but in influencing the world around you. This is your birthright, to live as a creator, aligned with the infinite possibilities of existence. Everything serves a purpose, whether we realize it or not. Without this understanding, life is best lived with intention. Remember, the universe is always responding to you. The question is, what are you asking for with your attention?
you.